Mckamey Manor has been one of the longest standing controversial haunted attractions in the world. If anyone doesn't know what Mckamey Manor is, then you're very lucky, because it's dubbed as this haunted house and this torture house. And the idea is that people pay money to go to this location to test their endurance levels, let's call it, right? But that's just kind of a guise as to what this place truly is and what actually happens behind closed doors, as what actually happens and has been exposed by a couple of YouTubers is far more disturbing. So let me give you a bit of a rundown. Mckamey Manor, of course, is an extremely haunted house, or dubbed to be a haunted house attraction, founded by Russ Mckamey. Originally San Diego, California in 1989, and relocated to Summertown, Tennessee, with an additional location in Huntsville, Alabama since 2017. And it's not a typical haunted house, but a survival horror experience, often described as a quote-unquote torture chamber by its critics and former participants. The attraction operates year-round, offering tours that can last up to 6 to 10 hours, though some earlier versions claim to be around 36 hours of pure torture. No one has ever actually completed the full experience, and it has been reported that there is a wait list of over 27,000 people who are just waiting to try and get involved with this experience. Now, participants must be over 21 years old, pass a background check, provide proof of medical insurance, complete a sports physical, and undergo a mental evaluation before they can even step foot into the manor. And they must also watch a 2-hour video featuring past participants and sign a detailed 40-page waiver consenting to extreme physical and psychological activities, including waterboarding, being bound, gagged, or forced to consume unknown substances. The waiver has been criticised for legal ambiguities, with some suggesting that it may not fully shield the operation from liability due to gross negligence or possibly intentional harm. Now, the experience is called Descent as of 2023, is personalised based on participants' fears gathered through the screening process. Russ Mckamey, a former Navy veteran and wedding singer, with a theatre background, claims to use hypnosis to mind control to amplify fear, making participants believe that they are in greater danger than they actually are. However, reports from participants like Laura Botherton back in 2016 described severe physical harm, including waterboarding, tasing, and whipping, with safe words allegedly just completely ignored. Now, Botherton required hospital treatment after her experience, and another participant, Amy Milligan, reported that back in 2015 that her pleas to stop were completely disregarded. Now, Mckamey Manor Tour has faced significant controversy. A 2019 petition with over 180,000 signatures called it a torture chamber and urged its closure, alleging unsafe practices and psychological trauma. A 2023 Hulu documentary, Monster Inside America's Most Extreme Haunted House, prompted an investigation by Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti into its practices, leading Mckamey to sue the AG in 2024, claiming violations of his constitutional rights. In July of 2024, Mckamey was actually arrested on charges of attempted second-degree murder, rape, and a domestic assault, but these were completely dropped in September of 2024. Now, it's worth noting that the attraction doesn't charge a monetary fee, but previously required dog food or donations for animal welfare. A $20,000 prize for completing the tour was once offered but later removed, with critics like journalist Megan Selling arguing that the marketing ploy as part of the experience is designed to be impossible to finish. Mckamey insists it's all smoke and mirrors, with no real torture, where no real torture actually occurs, and filming every session as legal protection. However, local opposition in Tennessee, including officials like Commissioner Scott Franks, has been strong, with complaints about disturbing scenes through the operation remains legal participants' consent. Now, despite the claims on the platforms like Reddit, for example, in 2023, where it was permanently closed on Google Maps, Mckamey Manor still continues to operate per its official website and ongoing social media activity, and the attention towards it remains decisive at best. Now, obviously, this is quite you know, a strange location. And a lot of people would think, well, you know, people are signing up to it. They know what they're going into. They seem to be briefed quite well prior to going in. They should be aware of what they're signing up to. Well, from a couple of YouTubers and TikTokers, like by the name of Danny Burke, for example, they have launched a journalistic investigation to try and expose the Mckamey Manor for its controversial, you know, extremities, especially in its Summertown, Tennessee and Huntsville, Alabama locations. Now, they posted their findings to social media like TikTok and YouTube, and it absolutely exploded. So it started out with, you know, some exposés of the owner more specifically, and then it went into some more kind of graphic videos. Now, a trigger warning is advised for this part because, you know, it's not easy watching, but it's just the sheer truth of what goes on behind the closed doors at this actual location. So, yeah, trigger warning advised, be mindful, and, yeah, just have a little listen.
Aren't allowed to have friends when you're dating them?
No.
But like, that doesn't make sense though. Why?
My friends back home.
Oh, it's worth noting as well, this is his ex-girlfriend, so this is how they started out the video. So they got people that knew Russ Mckamey to kind of speak out against him, essentially.
Like any of them, there was always a reason he disapproved.
He has to be in control of everything. Like, he doesn't want anyone that could like make her second guess the relationship with Russ.
Did he make you cut ties with like anyone of like your family?
He didn't really want me involved with any of my family. To him, like, me interacting with my brother was like recontaminating myself. You know, I didn't go anywhere the entire time I was with him without him. Like, we were never separated, hardly ever. When we would go out and I would meet people, he just didn't like it. But also, I like to dress a certain way, and he gets really insecure about me being out and around other humans because of the way I dress.
I think a healthy relationship is all about trust. If you're in a relationship and you can't dress the way you want to dress, then you're not going to be yourself. How is that healthy? It's not healthy. Let me be me. That's why you like me. You fell in love with me. So it's a little hypocritical that Shay isn't allowed to wear what she wants to wear, but Russ is totally okay with what I'm wearing.
So we were going over the videos and stuff, and it was to the stripper part.
Arrested you for being too sexy. Woo! Yeah, Daddy Russ.
You were doing your little dance.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it doesn't mean anything, right? That I was looking at his crotch and thinking like, wow, good for him. And like thinking it was attractive. It doesn't mean anything, right? After I watched the footage again, I was like, yeah, he's filming you like the whole time.
When we did that strip a bit, I was like, Ben, this is gonna backfire on us. Like, he's actually gonna enjoy it. And I know this video is supposed to be serious and stuff, but I just felt like the world needed to know.
Yeah, so obviously that's the first part, and then we get into some like released secret hard drive footage. So it's worth noting that a YouTuber, right, by the name of Reckless Ben, basically got his hands on like this secret hard drive footage from Mckamey Manor, and some of the things on there were incredibly disturbing, and it really helps to paint a picture about what is going on behind these closed doors and what's going on with regards to this guy, because it would seem, allegedly, that Russ Mckamey is just as shady as the operation that he runs with this extremely haunted manor situation.
That is known as the world's scariest haunted house. But in reality, the guy's just torturing you. But if you saw the last episode, we got a hold of a secret hard drive that shows the real messed up stuff that Russ Mckamey is doing to people, where there's actual victims out there.
Anything that's gonna get that guy shackled and chained is on that hard drive.
And then we got a hold of the hard drive, dude.
Yeah, got a hold of it.
Got some footage that I'm not really pleased that they got a hold of, some things that I've been trying to keep a secret.
Stuff that I can't show. The first thing
That was Russ Mckamey. So obviously he's then talking about the hard drive that they've got in their possession.
we did was we sent all of the raw footage to the victims. That way, because every single person we talked to was like, I want to get a hold of my footage. That was the first thing on their mind. So we got them a hold of their footage, and then now it's free for the victims to do whatever they want with it.
And we got two people's approval from the hard drive.
Ben and Danny, when they got a hold of the hard drive, they immediately told me it was in their possession. They also immediately gave it to me, and and they immediately said that they would not do anything with it unless I gave them strict permission, which some clips I gave them permission for, and some clips I told them I just would not want to be seen.
I want you to make a great video, so anything you want to use for your video, you have my consent to use it, as long as I can see it first.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to show you everything before I post. So we're going to show you guys 2 different tours. It's going to be very hard to watch. Like, even editing this, dude, I was having trouble focusing because it was so sad to watch. But then someone told me, like, hey, you're doing the right thing. You're getting this out to the world. People need to know about this. And so it makes me feel a little bit better. But it's definitely a very, very sad thing to watch.
Yeah, it was sad for me to edit too. We're starting with Rhett?
Yeah. So basically, in the last episode, we interviewed a guy named Rhett.
Is this a good idea?
Probably not.
All right, gather your stuff. Tough guy, but I don't know.
And basically, he was telling us about how he was getting dragged by a car.
He put earmuffs on me, he blindfolded me, and then he chained my hands to the truck, and he drove me.
I mean, obviously, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to get into a lot of deeper stuff here. So, yeah, obviously, it is worth noting, obviously, you know, continue with the viewer discretion stuff, because it just gets darker and darker from here on in.
This is no joke.
Basically, you just get waterboarded, and the only reason no one has actually like made it through is because if you're getting waterboarded, you just can't breathe, and if you can't breathe, you're just gonna die. So then you gotta quit because you're gonna die.
He was stupid enough to give us the contract for us to print out and then give back to him to sign.
Yeah, he gives us half of the contract, and then we get the rest of it when we're there. So we give us half of the contract. We're like, we can easily change this without him knowing.
Participant understands that they violate
Now, this is where the expose really comes into play.
this agreement, that they agrees to pay Russ Mckamey Manor $50,000 as damages.
Instead of owing him 50 grand,
Oh, I'm gonna take that. $1 of damages now.
we owe him $1.
So this is the edited document. Let's take page 14 out of this document. Crumple up into a ball. Good.
Good luck in Mckamey Manor, Danny.
Yeah! Let's go.
Contract, it's signed.
Let's go!
I looked up pretty much every single person that went through Mckamey Manor.
You guys have lost your damn minds.
And I thought, like, oh, none of these guys are as crazy as us. We could actually be the first person to win the money.
Yeah, well, let's just see how that really went, because obviously
There was no Mckamey Manor to take her to.
I'm gonna give you one more try.
I can't do
One
this.
more try.
I broke.
Shut up!
But now she's getting so scared, so now she is saying something to make Russ like stop interrogating her.
I love Mckamey Manor. And even though you've been mean to me, Russ has given me an amazing opportunity.
I'm really embarrassed that Russ kind of broke me. So humiliated that I broke like that. Now everybody else knows that I broke under torture.
Marissa just wants to be done. It's manipulation, making her feel like garbage, and making her think like, oh, I need to keep going because I don't want to be a failure. But like, Russ is just doing it the wrong way. That's not what an extreme haunt is. Getting pepper sprayed and then leaving you without any water is fun.
It's not, but it's his way of saying, like, it's gonna get crazy if you keep going, you know, like, don't give up, you know.
It's crazy we have this footage because Russ would never, ever show this to the public.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
I'm gonna get you out of this water now. We're gonna do some very light, entertaining things, okay?
Yeah, this part.
that is so disturbing to watch, like just to see the way that the victims are treated, and the way that, you know, yes, they are there by their own choice, but is this what they actually signed up for? Do you know what I mean?
Hang tough, Marissa.
Russ, I gotta say it. Russ, I gotta say it.
Okay, then if you gotta do it, but you only got a few minutes to go. It's up to you.
See, that was manipulation right there. If you want to say the safe word, but hey, there's like only a couple more minutes to go and you'll be there.
Basically, when it was time to take her to Mckamey Manor, there was no Mckamey Manor to take her to. So they had to finally let her quit, like she's been asking to this whole time.
It's so sad because like she's so confused, and this is what she says.
What the just happened?
And she's just like, what the f just happened? It just breaks my heart. You would think after going through that much stuff, the person would be like, Marissa, you did a good job. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have made it as far as you did. But this is what he ends up saying.
Marissa, you were like 2 minutes from being done.
He says 2 minutes and you would have been done. Like, now she's gonna feel like she failed. The manipulation from Russ on that. How can you say that to someone? Someone survived that severe of stuff, and then you're just gonna be like, 2 minutes, you would have been at the real Manor. Like, just making her feel like she's a failure in life.
I do want validation from Russ, which sounds f***ed up.
You would have been happy if Russ gave you some validation instead of making you feel like you failed.
Sure would be a big step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
2 minutes. You can get to the manor.
Man, I don't know if anyone ever is gonna.
Yeah, the manor doesn't exist, of course. No one's gonna make it. It doesn't even exist.
I think Marissa, after this, did feel like there was actually a manor, and she did fail.
I thought he did have something.
But, dude, we just watched 2 tours from the hard drive, and that was really hard to watch, but I'm glad we got to show this to you guys and show you the truth of what actually is going on at Mckamey Manor. For Russ's benefit, he loves this stuff, and obviously can't show his fans. He can't...
It's so twisted, because obviously this is kind of the deeper narrative that is going on here, you know, where... It's not just about the torture victims, but there's like, it would seem, and that's what's being kind of portrayed within this like documentary video type thing, that there is some kind of enjoyment to this from Russ, and that's really fucking twisted, really twisted.
We're gonna show you what actually goes down at Mckamey Manor.
You're gonna hold on to that chain. We're gonna go for a little ride. Try to help you out. Brett, make a turn. I'm telling you right now, make the turn. We're gonna go over gravel right now. Go over a dirt road. Don't you let go. Don't let go. Keep your legs up. Talk to me, Rhett. What's going on? Nothing's happened yet.
Ben, he literally just said nothing's happened yet. How is nothing happening? He's getting dragged by a car.
Well, this is just getting him to the zone. So it happens when the first stunt happens, like when he starts the 200-yard underwater swim.
You'll be doing an underwater swim to 200-yard underwater haunted house.
That's when stuff happens. But I mean, obviously there's nothing there, so nothing can happen.
But this seems like this is the craziest stunt ever. How is Russ saying this isn't even part of Mckamey Manor? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's just Russ's game. He creates the rules, and the rules are stupid.
Just trying to get you to point A. What are you doing? Don't quit on me already. I need to get you to this first zone, okay? We're gonna have to go about half a mile.
That was a fake show for advertising. He does fake shows all the time just for good food. Russ probably saw how bad he was when he got out, and when he was done, and was like, oh no, I can't use this.
It's so twisted, isn't it? I feel like that's the only way to really like explain what is going on. Now, the expose stuff, I think we can stop it there, because obviously, you know, like the footage, you're not going to see anything much worse than what we've kind of already witnessed, and like the torture, the real kind of mental torture that these people are put through, as well as physical. Now, there is the expose of obviously them actually going into it, so we've seen them manipulate the contract and stuff, and that's what we're going to like kind of look at now, because the torture stuff was kind of like a segue into seeing why it is that they're creating this documentary, why it is that they wanted to make this, you know, on behalf of the victims. But when you look at it from this angle, you see like the hard work that's actually gone into it and the repercussions afterwards, which, you know, could land them in a lot of hot water.
2 minutes. You can get to the manor.
Man, I don't know if anyone ever is gonna.
Yeah, the manor doesn't exist, of course. No one's gonna make it. It doesn't even exist.
They just haven't caught me yet. They haven't caught me. I'm not afraid of them. I love to inflict pain on certain individuals. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping the torture king.
And that's where the real victims are coming from.
Once I'm dead, I'll have somebody release all the really good footage. Build in yourself with what I want to show you and only what I want to show. I don't want to get in trouble.
This is the most dangerous one. That's the narcissist. This is the one that cares nothing about anybody helping him. He doesn't care if the people going through the manor actually get hurt. He just wants to get the shot for himself. Russ is going to do whatever he can to get the shot that he wants. This is the bad Russ. This is the scary Russ that the world doesn't see. That is the Russ I want the world to finally see.
But apparently there's evidence of this on a secret hard drive, and Ben and I are gonna try to get a hold of it. Like a week later, we got something in the mail, dude.
Now, obviously, we all know what happened once they got hold of the footage. They sent it to the victims before then getting explicit permission to use it. But then they obviously infiltrated the Mckamey Manor, because they, you know, manipulated the contract, changed the expenses from $50,000 to $1 for the expose kind of thing. And this is how it went.
Turn to go through what people are calling the world's scariest haunted house, Mckamey Manor. If you missed the last episode, YouTuber Reckless Ben ended up going through the manor first.
Good job.
So we also found out that by me going through Mckamey Manor, that Mckamey Manor doesn't exist.
Russ will never let you win. They even tapped out Ben because their phone was dying.
My low battery just come on. On me it did?
Come on out.
We're headed back to the vehicle.
Because he says he has 1,000 rats. Why isn't the entry fee rat food or alligator food or
That's a good point,
or
Danny.
food for like a wasp or bees or
Yeah,
stuff like
wasps
that?
have to eat also.
Yeah.
I feed my wasps every morning.
Don't you guys want to see me get stung by a wasp or have all these?
No, I don't.
But why? That sounds awesome.
I don't.
Yeah, you really are kind of putting him on the spot when you ask that question, because you're asking him a question that there's no answer to. You're saying, show me to the wasp, but there's no wasps for him to bring you to. You know what I mean? And obviously he can't tell you that because he's live streaming and all his fans will see it, and then he'll be outed as a scammer. So
it's quite clever, actually, the way that they did it. Basically, they knew what they were going into because they obviously had seen the footage. They had mentally geared themselves up, and they were, like, basically about to beat it until, like, Russ was like, nah, do you know what? I'm going to pull you out because you're doing too well, essentially. So, essentially, there's no way of actually winning at Mckamey Manor, regardless of how tough or hardy you actually are. And it's literally just to torture you. Like, that, it's just to get what seems, allegedly, would seem to be to just get kicks out of the situation. Yeah.
People had quit, and he wouldn't stop.
I was buried alive. I was saying I quit, for real. I quit. Russ, no, I'm done. I'm done. I quit. And he just kept shoveling dirt on me more and more and more.
I quit. You don't quit. There's no quitting. There is no quitting, Chris. Russ, I don't want no more. Russ, I'm done. Relax. You're not done. Russ, I quit. There's no quitting. Russ, ooh, look at there.
And telling me, no, I didn't quit.
There's no quitting, Chris. Russ, please.
That was technically illegal. I signed a thing that said that when I was done, when I said the safe word, it would end, right? It didn't end for me.
Even though I very much did not want to be there anymore, I thought, you know, am I going to be the first one to actually die at Mckamey Manor?
So I did not get what I signed up for.
we're here to stop it once and for all.
He will abuse physically and mentally his girlfriends.
He, on many occasions, wanted to chew food and make me eat it from his mouth. During Manor activities and stunts, if there was something I did not want to do, he would tell me that if I did not do it, that I did not love him.
It's so twisted, isn't it? But the expose landed, obviously, these guys in a lot of hot water because, obviously, Russ isn't going to want this information out to the world. So what happened next was pretty expected. Essentially, Mckamey Manor sued the two YouTubers for attempting to expose them.
Start putting stuff up on YouTube that's trademarked or copyrighted. We're going to send our legal team towards you.
No saying Mckamey Manor in any of our YouTube videos.
No.
Okay.
You can't.
If they're trademarked Mckamey Manor, then we're not allowed to start our own Mckamey Manor company. So I just went ahead and did exactly that. I created my own company called Mckamey Manor. You can visit us at www.mckameymanor.org.
Go to mckameymanor.org. Did you guys do this? Dude, that's fucking amazing. Oh my god, there's Ben with the rat.
We're selling a bunch of rat-themed things, which he claims he has thousands of rats in his house.
You're probably so confused. What do you mean, a rat? Russ claims he has thousands of rats that follow you in one of his contraptions called a rat race.
When you do rat race, once you find a plexiglass container full of the mice, the clock starts. You're gonna be in a maze. Find the key, you're gonna pull the key, then a teeter board will flip over and release mice. Mice will then fall on you. Say, I'm a rat.
I'm a rat.
That's right.
Ben actually went through a rat race, and what was your thoughts on it?
It's a cool concept, and then the reality of it was...
So every time you open that gate, it releases water. Pull. Okay, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes.
Like, when he was describing it to me, it sounded really fun. And then I got there, and yeah, he was just kind of standing on top of me with a hose, like, spraying water in my nose.
But there was no rats.
Yeah, also, yeah, you're right, there was no rats.
What's the legal loophole? Because you own McKameyManor.org? Well, this doesn't protect us from getting sued. This is actually just more of a reason for him to sue us. Okay, fine.
And to back that up,
we bought Mckamey Manor LLC. No way. Yeah.
So now we told the moderator, Kelly, that we have just created our own company called Mckamey Manor.
That's a big trademark issue right there because
Then, yeah, you guys just show a rat and then you guys will sue the heck out of us.
Well...
Because then we would be, then we'd be copying you guys, so...
don't know if we're gonna do all of that.
So now that we've made it this easy for you guys, now you guys don't want to sue us?
Ben?
Well, it kind of sounds like earlier in the video when we were like, they were like, oh, we hate the haters. Oh, just show a rat. Okay. Oh, now we love the haters. And then I was kind of just making the same point here where it's like, we're going to sue you. And then I'm like, okay, show a rat. It'll be easy. And they're like, oh, now we have to show a rat. We don't want to do it anymore. It seems like every single time it comes down to the rat, like every time we bring up a rat, they just completely 180 on their opinion.
Because, like I said, Russ claims he has all these animals, and he doesn't. It's all...
Right, so there you go. Basically, that's the expose of Mckamey Manor, the repercussions of it, and the true dark nature of what actually goes on behind closed doors. Now, again, many people have argued with this, stating, well, people know what they're signing up for and all the rest of it, but this kind of goes beyond just the torturing stuff, right? This goes to the point of, obviously, there's proof there that people have said that they want to quit, and they've been refused that choice. You know, which is illegal. Essentially, you know, they're breaching the contract that they sent out, which says that if you use the safe word to get out, we will stop. But that didn't actually happen. And there's also proof that people are literally mentally and physically tortured for the enjoyment, allegedly, of someone else, which is so twisted. And yeah, it was an incredible expose. Obviously, if you want to go and check out the full thing, go over to Danny Burke's YouTube channel. You know, he's got the entire thing in a full documentary. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. What do you guys think, though? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of the like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.